Guys, Alexa Grasso has finally posted what we've all been waiting for on her Instagram. Let's check it out right now. Yeah, it's not Alexa Grasso's feet, it's Jon Jones's feet. So today we're going to talk about Jon Jones being this. He's gay. We're going to talk about Jon Jones. We're also going to talk about Dustin Poirier coming back already. And then of course Benoit Saint-Denis, our GOAT, finally has a fight booked already, which is pretty cool. So today we're going to start with 1 second. Wait, let me just okay, I'm kidding. I'm freaking kidding. No, I'm not. I'm going to look at that later. So Jon Jones just started my OnlyFans link in bio. This is a real post from Jon Jones on his Instagram. What do you want me to say? He's gay, you know, he likes men, and he's, why does he have black toenail or black painted toenail? He's, just hopefully he never goes to prison, because if he does, man, a lot of poor, innocent men will be. So anyways, let's move on to this, right? Jon Jones has been going on a Dominic Reyes mocking spree. I don't know why he's doing this, but I've been seeing this kind of like everywhere over like Twitter and stuff. People are posting like he's liking this post and he's commenting under this post, and you could see he's commenting or he's liking this one where it's like it's the video of Dominic Reyes getting slept, and Jon Jones obviously was probably the first guy to like it, really. I don't know what the hell this guy's doing, right? He's so bored that he's just mocking somebody who, correct me if I'm wrong, Dominic Reyes has never really said a bad thing about Jon Jones. I mean, yeah, he's probably said like, yeah, I thought I won that fight, but he's never like really crapped on Jon Jones. For Jon Jones to be mocking this guy is just so. But you just know, like, this is the thing with Jon Jones. You just know if, God forbid, if Tom Aspinall were to somehow, whether a meteor falls on his head while he's walking to the octagon, or if he stubs his toe really bad and his toe is hanging off his foot like Jon Jones' toe was when he fought the GOAT Chael Sonnen, or if somehow Tom Aspinall trips on a wire like our GOAT Tony Ferguson, or if somehow you get my point. If something happens to where Tom Aspinall somehow just loses against Suragan, if he slips on a banana peel, whatever the case may be, Jon Jones is going to. Just know Jon Jones would be the first guy commenting, Lamau, and this guy was the guy that was going to beat me, or this is the guy you think I ducked, or oh my God. And it's funny because what is he trying to do with this? Oh, did Dominic win again? Like, he's obviously mocking Dominic Reyes and mocking the idea that, look, and I've seen Jon Jones fans say this dumb shit too, like, no way you guys thought this is the guy that beat Jon Jones. Like, yeah, that's kind of like how, yes, he still beat Jon Jones. I don't care. He could lose 80 times. He could lose 80,000 times. He still beat Jon Jones. That, like, what the fuck are we doing here? I don't understand how that's even like a conversation from Jon Jones or Jon Jones fans where it's like, this is the guy you think beat Jon Jones. Like, yes, he still beat Jon Jones, even if he goes on to become a plumber. I don't care. Like, he still was the guy that walked into that octagon that night and beat the shit out of Jon Jones, dropped him on his ass. Yeah, this is the guy. It actually makes Jon Jones look really bad. If you want to diminish Dominic Reyes so badly, well, guess what, Jon? Yes, this is the guy that beat you, a guy that's been slept. We could look here, right? This guy has, ever since the Jones fight, right now, of course, he went on what the fuck, I can't speak. Of course, he went on a 3-fight winning streak in between the Olberg fight and the Spann fight. But after he lost to you, quote-unquote lost to you, Jon, he got KO'd by Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Prohaska, Ryan Spann. Then he went on that little Linsanity run. Then he got KO'd by Carlos Olberg. All of his losses after you were KOs. Flatline KOs too, by the way. Not like, he got dropped on his butt and it was kind of an early flatline KO. So how bad of a fighter are you, Jon Jones? Because I like Dominic Reyes. I thought he actually had potential to go on a little bit of a run, a little bit of a championship run, maybe get a title shot. I never thought he would beat a guy like Ankalaev, to be honest with you. It's like, oh, maybe he could give Ankalaev problems. Let's be honest. No. But how bad of a fighter are you, Jon Jones? Because this is the guy you lost to. So does that mean Ryan Spann is a better fighter than Jon Jones? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so Jon Jones mocking the guy that people are in universal agreement that this is the guy that beat Jon Jones, the one man that beat Jon Jones, the worst robbery in UFC championship history. And you're going to mock his loss? That makes you look bad, bro. What the fuck? And even if Jon Jones thinks he somehow beat Dominic Reyes, even if he's so delusional that he thinks he didn't rob Dominic Reyes, well, guess what? That's also really bad. Wow, one of my wins that I took to a competitive decision actually has been going on a massive losing streak since our fight. That's like not good, bro. So either way, it's a lose-lose for Jon Jones. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about Jon Jones a little bit. It's been a while, but I'm not going to focus on him anymore. Fuck Jon Jones. He can go fuck himself. Like, Dana White obviously doesn't care about Jon anymore. Dana has said, like, he doesn't even want Jon to headline the White House card at all, which is kind of insane because obviously we all know Jon Jones, sadly, is the biggest American fighter in the UFC. Name value-wise, of course. He's not a champion anymore or anything. It's Kayla Harrison, who, Kayla Harrison, we love Kayla Harrison. I know people call her Triple H, but, she finally beat up Juliana Pena, somebody who we've all been hating on for many, many years. But no, all jokes aside, right? Jon Jones, the thing is, right, he likes to beat women, but imagine if he was with Kayla Harrison. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one, Jon Jones. No, but, yeah, so Jon Jones, look, he's obviously the biggest American fighter the UFC has, right? But it's like, bro, Dana don't even want you on the card. He don't even want you to headline. He don't even want you anywhere near the White House. Well, you show up to the White House, you try to shake Trump's hand and a bag of cocaine falls out of your pocket. Like, no, Dana don't want that. And he's like, hey, Dana, what's up with Jon? And his breath smells like penis and alcohol. That's what Trump is going to say to Dana. So I don't know. I think Jon Jones is kind of his butt buddy. Dana doesn't love him anymore. He still is always going to have his fans. He's always going to have people that, dude, Jon Jones is the GOAT and Jon Jones. He's always going to have those people because at the end of the day, there are people that legitimately are fans of like furry porn. So like, I'm so serious. There's people that enjoy anything in this world. They enjoy watching gore video. You know what I mean? Like, people are psychotic. So I don't even know what's worse, being a fan of furry porn or Jon Jones. Let me know in the comments. But let's move on to something a bit more interesting. So Dustin Poirier wants to box Nate Diaz on a Zuffa boxing card, which is, of course, Dana White's shitty boxing promotion that he's trying to kill the sport with. He says, Zuffa boxing 12 rounds, me and Nathaniel, what the I'd do it. Only one more fight I'd take. I'm retired, I'm done, but Nate is the one that got away. Can this fucking guy just like let it go? It's over, mamma mia, it's fucking over. I mean, like, you just retired like not that long ago. It was literally like less than a month. It's been like 2 months, right? 2 months, less than 2 months, but it's not been that long. And now you're already like calling out people to fight. Like, I get it's in boxing, it's different. 12 rounds is insane. Like, that's literally a championship fight. Like, I don't know how he would think he could even do 12 rounds at his age, or him and Nate could do 12 rounds. Like, at most, it should be like maybe 8 rounds. 12 rounds is insane. I don't know if you guys realize 12 rounds is like, that's fucking crazy. But to be fair, he did just fight Max Holloway for 25 minutes, which is actually really impressive, of course. Duh. What am I saying? So, yeah, Nate Diaz, Dustin Poirier. I mean, I would be into it. Maybe you could throw that as the main event of a Zuffa boxing card, but I don't know if these are the kind of fights they want to host. I don't know if these are the kinds of names they want to have on their fights. Like, it'd be cool to see some UFC guys fight on Zuffa boxing, like maybe Alex Pereira once he's done, or imagine even like an Ankalaev. That'd be so random, but like, that'd be kind of cool. Like Ankalaev on like Zuffa boxing or something, So I don't know. There's potential here. I doubt they're going to do much crossover though at all. Like, it's really going to be like Callum Walsh, who's like Dana White's shitty fighter, and then it's going to be like some other shitty boxers you've probably never heard of, and then maybe one name, maybe one interesting name, and then that's it. It's going to be like, yeah, like ideally it'd be cool if you had a Poirier, a Fiziev. Well, see, here's the thing, right? Instead of doing kickboxing, which is what most of us wanted to see, most of us think it'd be cool to see someone like Fiziev do kickboxing, or even like a name like, let's say, Jalen Turner, who just retired from MMA not that long ago. because he just kept losing. But what if he had that kickboxing avenue to go to? And there's other fighters like that, right? Where it's like maybe instead of the UFC releasing a guy like Jairzinho Rosenstrike, who's been KOing everybody in dirty boxing, or releasing a guy like fucking, I don't know, Martin Bidet, I don't know who else, Brian Battle, right? Well, Brian Battle kept missing weight. There's a good excuse for that, for cutting him. But there's some guys they cut where I'm like, what if they had that kickboxing avenue? Of course, you have Zuffa boxing, but again, I don't think there's going to be that much of a crossover. So I don't know. I could care less about Dana White going into boxing, but hopefully if he does, he stays there. Stay as far away from my company as possible. Stay the fuck away from the UFC. Let me and fucking No Bromo and Horse Beef MMA run the fucking charge as the new big three. Let's move on though to some real stuff. This is that real shit, man. So Benoit Saint-Denis. He's back. The GOAT is back. Already. Benoit Saint-Denis versus Beneil Dariush. First of all, you guys know I am actually a fan of both of these guys. Yes, I am a fan of Beneil Dariush. I don't know why. I'm just weirdly a fan of these shitty fighters. But Benoit Saint-Denis, I'm actually a massive fan of. So the fact that he's already back is amazing. This is his third fight this year. And I want to say this before I get into kind of the breakdown and the prediction of this fight. What the fuck are these other lightweights doing? Like Arman Tsarukyan, no fight booked. You know, Benoit Saint-Denis is on his like fourth fight since Arman's last fight, by the way. I'm not even joking. Since Arman Tsarukyan's last fight, would be what, Benoit's fourth fight? I think so. You know? Fucking what's Paddy doing, just being fat and not doing shit? You know? Gamrot, thank God, stepped up because he's a freaking monster. He's a GOAT. He's a legend. Which, it's kind of insane. I got to say this, that one of my most viewed videos of all time is a Gamrot video. It's poetic, man, because I love Gamrot so much. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, like, what are we doing? What is the lightweight division? So you got guys like Dariush, Saint-Denis, who are not in that top 5. They have no problem stepping up. Justin Gaethje, though, stays on the couch. Dan Hooker stays on the couch. I've already done a whole rant on this, but multiple rants on this and this fucking shitty lightweight division. But my point is, thank God for fighters like Dariush and Benoit Saint-Denis. I'm going to say, fuck it. If Benoit Saint-Denis wins, give him a fucking title shot. Fuck it. Why not? People might go crazy at that. If him or Gamrot win, one of them should get a title shot. Why not? Set a precedent. It's like Lerone Murphy should get a title shot. Because he's been active. He stepped up. He got a KO. He got a finish. He's exciting. We got to reward that now. I'm sorry. I understand people might get mad and say, yeah, but Benoit is only like, what does it say? He's 13 ranked. He's only third. That is kind of crazy if he gets a title shot. He's only 13 ranked. Gamrot's only number 7 ranked. Fuck it, bro. I'd rather Ilya just fight somebody than just, Ilya's not going to fight till 2026, which is what I saw today on Twitter. He's not going to fight till 2026. Yeah, because who is he going to fight? Inactive Arman, inactive Paddy, retired Gaethje, inactive Dan Hooker. There's nobody. So fuck it. Give it to Benoit Saint-Denis if he KOs Beneil Dariush. Let's set a precedent. We are rewarding activity. We are not rewarding sitting on your butt. We're not going to reward that anymore. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of fighters just thinking they're entitled to things. So they're just going to sit out and sit out and sit out. And you say, oh, but like fighters and... No, I'm not going to glaze the fighters, bro. Because as a fan and as somebody who comments on the sport and commentates on the sport and talks about the sport and does videos on the sport, the part of the reason the sport feels so dead right now is not just the UFC. It's the fighters. Like, it'd feel a lot more hyped if Arman had a fight coming up, if Paddy had a fight coming up. But they don't, because they don't do shit but just jerk off all day and eat food. So it is what it is. As for this fight, this is a great fight. I'm really excited for it. UFC MSG November 15th, UFC 322 looks fucking phenomenal so far, to be honest with you. That looks like one of the best cards I've ever seen, dare I say. Like, Beneil Dariush, Benoit Saint-Denis. Main event, JDM Makhachev. Co-main event, Shevchenko Weili. So you got 2 super fights. What else is on that fucking card? I can't remember. I'm not going to lie. I can't even remember. But it looks like a great card. It honestly looks like a great card so far. I think there's like a Bo Nickel fight. Yeah, it's like Bo Nickel versus somebody. And I think there's a women's fight. Is it Tracy Court? Okay, maybe the card's not as good. No, it's a great card though. It is a really good card. Oh, Kopylov versus RoboCop. Yeah, that's a fight that's on that card. That's a sick fight. That is a really sick fight. So this is also a sick fight. I'm excited for this fight. I think that Benoit is gonna win. You know, Beneil Dariush, he's got good grappling. Don't get me wrong. It's tricky because I do think Beneil Dariush is very good, but again, I kind of said this with like Benoit Saint Denis. If his whole game is to get you to the ground and either submit you or just beat you up. I don't know how good Dariush is off his back. Honestly, I don't know how good Dariush is off his back. I think he's a better grappler when he's laying on top of you, doing his, control time, trying to go for a sub. That's where his grappling is at its best. When he's off his back, man, I don't think he's really as dangerous. He's not a Charles Oliveira off his back. And I think Dariush, if he's pushing the pace, and look, Dariush got dropped by Moicano, bro. Dariush doesn't have the best chin at this stage of his life and career. So I do think Benoit Saint Denis, I could actually see him chinning Beneil Dariush, to be honest with you. Before it even gets to the ground, I think it might not even get to the ground. I think Benoit Saint Denis might chin Beneil Dariush, maybe, dare I say, in the first round. Because Benoit Saint Denis is a true marauder, and he's going to go forward in that early round, not respect Dariush. Maybe he'll get caught with something. I mean, Dariush, he's KO'd people in the past, but he's not really known for his great striking. But, he dropped Gamrot and he KO'd like Drakkar Klose, I think. So he's got solid striking, but I don't think it'll be good enough to really, KO Benoit Saint Denis coming in. Benoit Saint Denis ate a fucking flying knee from Mauricio Ruffi. Like, he'll be all right from eating a freaking jab from Beneil Dariush or eating a big two or a big gnarly overhand. Like, I think he'll survive that. So I'm going to say Benoit Saint Denis first round finish. I'm going to say really just tries to take out Beneil Dariush, and I think he's going to succeed, to be honest. I think he's going to probably, I could see him going forward, just maybe head kicking Beneil Dariush or something. I like Beneil Dariush. I love Benoit Saint Denis. I love this fight, and I love that guys outside the top 5 or top 10 are being active. Well, Dariush is top 10 technically, but I'm talking about like the Patties, the Armand. You get my point. So I love this fight. Shout out to anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, share, sub, become a member down below. Let me know your predictions for Benoit versus Beneil. Let me know what your thoughts are on maybe Poirier coming back for boxing. And also let me know your thoughts on, is Jon Jones a homosexual? Please let me know in the comments below. And sorry for baiting you guys with the Alexa Grasso stuff. I know you guys were looking forward to seeing some Alexa Grasso. Anyways, you guys like, comment, share, sub, become a member down below. See you guys. Peace.